Okay, you're looking at the Hornady Lock and Load AP progressive reloading press. It's set up for 9mm. It has the optional case feeder and the optional bullet feeder on it, and it's also on a inlinefabrication.com mount. It's really similar to the strong mount of the Dillon press. It also that mount features a extra space for the two extra bullet trays, or you can use them for kind of whatever you want to use them for. And it also gives you an extra mount down here towards the bottom for the bullet feeder. So it's all inclusive. Works really good. Gets the mount up off of your table, whatever you happen to be reloading on. If you look up as we pan up, the lower bin is the bullet feeder, and you see the tube coming out of the bullet feeder, which feeds down into the bullet die, and the upper tube is the case feeder, which drops the case in, they come down, feeds into here, and we'll show you a real close-up of how that works. Okay, here we come in with a close-in view. In addition to the mount from inlinefabrication.com, I've also got a nice little LED light that lights up the shell plate. Comes in really handy for just looking at each stage as things go around. But to start out, first thing we'll do is pull the handle and drop a case. Now, I also have an ergonomic handle for the Lock and Load AP, and it came from inlinefabrication.com as well. It's a little bit different than the straight handle. It's got a nice little curve to it. When you're loading a lot, it helps a whole lot. So we're going to go back around, and we'll show you how the case feeder drops the case to start reloading. There's the first case dropping in. I'll try to zoom in on that a little bit so you can see it. Now, one thing that happens with this is the case tends to try to topple off of here. So I put a little piece of plastic here to help it ride into the shell holder, and you'll see how that works here in a minute. Alright, so that's the ram all the way up. As we come down, yeah, that noise you heard was the case feeder feeding another case. Okay, we've got our little plastic piece here that holds keeps the shell from jumping over the edge, and it's loaded into the first station. Now, as we pull the handle down, the shell plate is going to index really about 1/8 of a turn. I guess 1, 2, 3. That's probably 1/10 of a turn. It's going to index halfway between stations, and it's going to go up into the first die. And as it does that, it drops a new shell case in. The first die is our sizing and depriming die. It's going to take out the old primer and it's going to size the case. As it indexes around, a new case comes into the shell plate, and we're going to, in the next stage, as we push forward on it, that will put a new primer into the system. But since I don't have any primers loaded in it yet, till now, now we get the primer in. Index around again. Drop a new shell casing. Prime the old, the next case that went in, and we're putting powder and putting a bell on the first case in our progression. As we come around, the next station is the powder cop. And I'll see if I can get you a close-up of that. The powder cop is basically checking our powder load from our powder drop. And as the case comes up into it, it raises this little ram until we can see the little white O-ring up here. And as that goes back down, it's ready to sequence in for the next case. Back up, check the powder, and we're good to go right there. As we index into the next station, we're going to hit our bullet feed die. The bullet feed die is going to drop a bullet on top of the case. So as it comes out, gets ready to index around, all we need to do is seat the bullet. And we have a completed cartridge. A couple of the other features I have on here is a low primer alert system. It's a Dillon low primer alert that's been modified and sold by inlinefabrication.com, which is pretty nice to have, because when you start moving this fast, the only thing that slows you down is having to put primers into everything. So we've got one loaded, and we're just going to see how long it takes to load 99 more, and we'll get a timer going here so you can see. There's our stopwatch. I'm going to start it, and we're off to the races. We'll see how long it takes. That alarm indicates that we're down to our last 2 primers, and that is the last one. So I'm going to remove these cases, go ahead and finish up our run here. That would be 100 9mm bullets, ready to roll. 6 minutes. Stop the alarm. 6 minutes and 1 second with a couple of little hiccups in there. 100 9mm in the Hornady lock and load AP with the bullet feeder and the case feeder. Every round comes up uniform. Everything looks good. These are 147 grain berry bullets. So there you have it. Hope you liked the video. If you do, click like, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for viewing.